For those of you that were following along with my Kingsland, at one point off stream, I got imprisoned and I got exiled. And at the time they set those debuffs on my city, my garrison was far, far away. In fact, it's a weird combination of reasons why I think they did this. Now, they are, of course, going for a 0 here, and the thing that they saw is that I had teleported to another part of the map to help. I had just pulled War Frenzy, and my garrison was on the other side of Kingsland, and the flag I had ported onto was about to burn. So they lock me in place with an Imprison. They apply an Exile to then make it so I will take more damage, and they get ready to set a bunch of rallies. Now here's the thing. I had someone from my alliance pick up my garrison at the other flag, port near my city, and yes, I checked that I'm recording, I am, and jump back toward my city. I then send my garrison home, so we're good, baby. We're good. But in a worst case, I could have gone in and just used a second set of gear, although it will be important to have that set of sort of presets ready to go in advance of this happening. So at this point, a bunch of people even poured in to reinforce my city. I go to set a rally on a barb fort, realize my expansion has just worn off. Really inconvenient. So I pop the expansion, and what am I doing here? I'm now off territory. The goal of rallying a barb fort with an 8-hour rally is to get the low-tier troops out of your city. There you can see one rally set on my city. I believe they were going to set more, but they figure out that I got my garrison back, and they're like, nah, we ain't about that, man. Now we're just giving them content, okay? Which is true, and I appreciate it. By the way, a big thank you to the makers of Rise of Kingdoms for sponsoring today's video. There's the other rally on my city. So they're setting rallies. They're like, we're gonna get you, cheese. Which is fine. It's Kingsland. That's what they should be doing. We get rid of all the low-tier troops, except the battering rams. I think there's a special place in your hospital for 50,000 battering rams, so whatever. Get rid of the T4s, and I even figure, do I get rid of some of the T5s? Do I select the archers? I should probably pick some archers. Yeah, just look, minimize the number of troops that could be in my city when this happens and minimize the losses. I think it's super reasonable. Let's see if I stick with it. I don't remember what I did. It was Kingsland. I was exhausted. Everyone was exhausted. So my commanders are home. My, gear is equipped. My armaments are on. My city theme is good. I did request the king. And it was pretty funny. They were like, hey, you're not going to do anything fishy, are you? And I was like, no, of course not. But I am also probably the most publicly accountable governor in Rise of Kingdoms. So no, I'm not going to steal king of 2268. And I do decide to take Bloody Bravery off of my skills. When you're below 25%, you do 5% extra damage in favor of Kind-Hearted extra hospital cap. Because I figure, dude, if I have the extra hospital cap here, ain't no way I'm going to get into serious trouble, right? And I think the, 30,000 extra hospital capacity I'd get there is worth more to me than, and my troops were out of my city. So I did this out of order. So I needed to go back and do that again. By the way, this is a stratagems KVK. So because I set that barb fort rally, I couldn't switch my stratagems, cancel the barb fort rally. Now I set the barb fort rally all over again. I got a couple minutes before rallies are going to land anyways, and ultimately they're going to cancel them, so it's going to work out just fine. And that's smart that they're going to cancel them. I'm big chilling right now. I don't think I even have War Frenzy at this point, do I? It may have fallen off. I'm not sure. And I think I'm looking at the shop here, debating whether or not I switch civilizations as well. Do I go Byzantium and just give myself another 30,000 hospital cap? But I'm I think it is nah, I don't, bro. I'm chilling. We chilling here. All right. Yeah. No. I think we talked about a bunch of this stuff on voice, but whatever. I actually can't remember. I just set the rally. Yeah, that makes sense. And a part of what's important to remember is that you got to keep in mind this is days of minimal sleep. So when these things happen, the sleep deprivation is super real. I don't know why I'm looking for another commander here. Freddy would give me more troop capacity. Yeah, and I'm using the Trajan because I haven't geared up. I really should just level Caesar. I should just take Caesar to level 60. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. I should. Then I would use Caesar Freddy. Both have 15% capacity. That would be pretty smart to do. And at this point, I still think that rallies are coming onto my city, but they're going to cancel. So it's going to be a GG. I do the gear check, do the equipment check, do the talent check. Everything checks out. We are good to go, ready to receive these rallies. I think they had at one point had 3 rallies set on me. Like this was not like oh, I think maybe we'll do. No, they were like, we're going for this. And then they aborted, which was smart because not only am I kind of near my own alliance's territory, and I think that's Addy right next to me at like 400 million power. Like, yo, we chillin', okay? I look like I'm in distress, maybe, but we chillin'. They did put the exile on me. I mean, they really went for it. All the different things. At this point, the Imprisoned has 3 minutes left. I'm waiting for these rallies to hit. We're talking in voice. Only one of them is left. We'll see if this rally is in fact going to launch. I only have 510 in my city, so it's actually not that many reinforcements. Although I will say that reinforcements deeply influence the outcome in terms of your losses. It like really seems to soften your losses in this situation. But whatever. So we're chilling. If they could have imprisoned me again, they could have had a lot longer to do damage to me. King buff prevents that. The last time I got exiled and imprisoned, it cost me a conquest coin, which was pretty brutal. If that's a video you want to see, I'll have a card in the end screen where you can go watch that one in just a minute, which was pretty funny. So TLDR, your boy Cheese got imprisoned and exiled, and then they pulled the punch, which was smart because I probably would have ended up very much on top of this exchange. And if you're going to do something like this, I think they were not wrong in making the assessment that I was vulnerable here, but I was ready. And you need to be prepared. That's like really, I've made like literally a dozen videos that are the exact same steps for what to do in this situation, right? Where you set your garrison captains, make sure that your talents are right, make sure your equipment and armaments are on. Now I'm just looking around the map, watching flags get rallied. GG, we're chilling. Oh, I'm giving a king skill. Yeah, I'm like, hey, yo, get him, baby. So I'm kind of big chilling right now. Now, up until this moment in the video, I haven't shared what my one mistake is. So did you figure out what mistake I made here in all of this? And technically, it's not a mistake because I see they're not actually going to hit me with a bunch of rallies. But if we really thought they were going for this, I should have a couple billion of each resource open. Not for them to loot it, but so that I can spam heal my hospital if I need to, right? And that's the only other thing you could do in this situation to be really ready for this. I didn't think I needed to do it by the time we got to that point. It's like, okay, it's probably not happening. We chilling over here in this territory that ultimately we lose. So if you'd like to see the video about how we battled and lost in Kingsland, GG. Happens every time I queue for KVK on my main account, apparently. Check the card in the end screen. Alternatively, if you want to see how I lost that conquest coin due to my getting exiled and imprisoned, card in the end screen for that one as well. This is 2 out of 2 where I've been exiled and or imprisoned at the same time, and there's no actual punch to follow through. But I appreciate that they almost went for it. Oh, am I going to actually open resources? Am I going to do it? I am going to do it. Good for me. I did figure it out. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 800 mils a little light. Am I gonna, yeah, I got to go for it, right? I mean, they're not going to go for it. This is just, look, it's just me prepping. I'm glad I start to do this. I'll probably go open more, but whatever. You get the idea. This is the whole video. All right. Second time. They went for it. Didn't happen. I'm going to port out of here now that my imprisoned is gone. Someone points it out on voice. I debate going over here, but I'm like, yo, don't just stop messing around, Chisgule. Just hit a random port, get out of the situation, give King back, GG. All right. If you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, consider subscribing. One of these days, your boy Cheese is actually going to get zeroed from an imprisoned, but not today. Not today, but someday. Until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.